Hi, I'm Rainer and welcome to my training room. Today I got a whole bunch of little houses on my workbench here. These are various building kits, some like this one I just built recently, and some of these were built many years ago. But what I'm trying to do is standardize my wiring for all of them. So I went and bought a bundle. Here's the rest of the bundle of little 2-conductor wiring connectors like this. Now, what I'm going to do is every one of my houses, every one of my structures that has lighting in it is going to get the male connector soldered to the bottom. So I've done it on a couple of these houses here already. These I just glued the lights in, so I'm waiting for the super glue to harden. So I thought I would record some video while the glue is hardening. So what I'm doing is I am soldering one of these with the little male connectors to the inside or the bottom of every one of my houses or structures that has lights in it. And then I am going to have the female connector wired in from underneath so I can poke that up either through a hole in the layout to fit inside the house, or in the case of something like this one where it sits flat, I will tuck this through a hole, this part through a hole in the layout and connect it to this part underneath the layout. But the idea is that for every place that I have a building that needs lights in it, I will have a pair of wires like this running to it to plug it in. So it will be the same everywhere. What I will also do is for the lighting in each area of the layout, there will be a terminal block or two, probably one terminal block like this underneath kind of every area. So like one under my town at the other end, and one under my rail yard, and one under the other town at this end. And basically what I do with these is I will run the positive from my light switch to one end, the negative to the other end, and then I'll use some of these jumper strips. So I'll just cut these off, put like 5 jumpers on this end for the positive and 5 on this end for the negatives. And then I can run all my light wires. So the idea then is that the wires from each one of these will go to a block like this, and this block is powered by a switch at my control panel. So that's how my lighting will be all rigged up, and so I'm just starting to work on that. I don't have any lighting wiring running to anything. I do have the light switches in place in my control panel for the upper deck, but I haven't actually run any of the lighting wires to it. I do have a 12-volt power supply sitting right over there that will feed all my lighting on my auxiliary lighting and things like that. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm just trying to get all these identical connectors into all of my houses, and I will be pulling down my lumber mill as well and putting them in there. It just couldn't fit on the table at the same time as everything else because it's so big. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm just waiting for the glue to dry on these wires, and then I will do the solder connections on all of these, and then do the lumber mill, and then I'm going to start running some wires underneath, putting those terminal blocks in, and then I can start running wires up as needed when I find locations for each one of the buildings. So some of them I already know where they're going, like this one, I know exactly where it's going. This one, I know where it's going. The house, I haven't decided yet. The lumber mill is going to go where it is. I still need to do some of the scenery around it, but I can put the light wiring in. And the nice part is by doing this, I can plug the lights in, but if I want to lift the house out to work on it or the building out to work on it, I can just unplug the lights, leave the connector there, do some work, and plug it back in. So I'm just trying to come up with my own quick connect system for all the lights and try to make it consistent from one house to the other. So this is what I've settled on. Anyway, I will try to get some more soldering done here and then show you how it works once I get a couple of them actually functioning. So for the other half of the lighting, I have a 12-volt power supply over there, and the positive side of it goes through a switch in the control panel. And so then I've run a positive and negative wire down to this end that runs underneath the layout and goes to a terminal block right here. Now I'll switch to the other camera and show you what I've done on it. So these two wires in the middle are the negative and the positive coming from the control panel. This positive is the one that goes through the switch at the other end. So when the switch is off, there's no power coming here. When I turn the switch on, it feeds power to here. And then I've got these metal straps that come with these terminal blocks. So I've got these 5 joined on this side, these 5 joined on this side, and they're just jumpers to send power from one strip to the next. And then from here, what I've done is I've got, for example, this wire comes from one of the buildings above the layout, and the positive is connected to here, the negative here, and the same thing with right now I've got wiring going to 3 different buildings, and it's all coming from here. And I can double up wires on these connectors as well. So this makes it really easy at this end to just connect some buildings in. It's already here. I just need to drop a couple of wires down, or just drop a wire down from the building and connect the ends to here, and it's wired in. On the building itself, so let's take a look at this house right here. I'll move her little yellow bug and whoever the person is there at the house. And we'll just take a look underneath. And what I've done is, as I showed you earlier, I have the male connector connected to the lights in the house, and the female connector is just connected to the wires that lead to that terminal block underneath there. So for the actual wires running down from the house, what I end up doing is just taking one of the female red connectors like I was showing you earlier, getting a length of wire. I just take and kind of lay out some wire across the layout going from this terminal block to wherever the house is, and just add a little bit to it to kind of guess the rough length of wire I need. Get some heat shrink and a solder the wires together, and now I've extended the wire from this female connector, drop it through the hole in the layout, make the connections on the end. And at that point, all I need to do is plug the house in. I've already put the other half of the connector on the house. And it makes it really easy, because at this point, if I want to take this house off the layout, all I've got to do is lift it up a little bit, unplug the wires, and I can take the house over to my workbench to do some work on it. Or if I need to do some scenery work and the house is in the way, I can easily remove it and just have the one little connector sticking up, so it's not really a big problem. Also, if I want to move the house to a different location, it's a lot easier than having to go unsolder wires. I just have a plug-in connection, and because I'm making the holes in the layout large enough that the connector will actually slide right through the hole, I can pull it out and poke it up through a different hole or provide another connector. So I don't really need to do any more soldering on the houses. So overall, I think it's a pretty easy, versatile solution for wiring the lights in the houses. The LED bulbs for a pack of 20 on Amazon, it's like $6 or $7 for the warm white LEDs that have resistors already wired into them. So they're really easy to install. You don't have to worry about matching resistors or anything. Just put them in the house, hook up the wires, have a 12-volt power supply. The little connectors, I bought a pack of 20 of those. It was under $20. So the connectors end up costing about $1 per house to do. So you're looking at $1 per house for those, and for the LEDs, 35 cents per house. It's overall a pretty inexpensive way to get some illumination in your houses, and it's not very difficult, and it allows the houses to move around and be easy to move around and disconnect and whatever. So I find it an easy way to do things. I don't like to buy off-the-shelf solutions. That's just not the way I do things. I like to kind of come up with my own way to do things, and something that's going to work for me. That's just my way of doing things. Anyway, hopefully this might give somebody some good ideas about how they want to do some lighting on their layout. Overall, it seems to work well for me. Not very difficult to do. And yeah, and the terminal blocks, you can buy those for bulk on Amazon as well. They're pretty cheap to buy. I ordered another pack of 6 of them, and I think it was like $14 or something like that. So not terribly expensive. Anyway, I will get things cleaned up around here and get on to my next project. Hopefully going to try to make some trees later on today. And, you know, if that works out well, I'll get another video out about that. And last little bit of news. As I'm recording this today, yesterday, I hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel. So to everybody who has subscribed so far, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And thank you for watching, and see you next time.